Hello folks, MoanSpack33, and welcome back to the Great Cave Offensive of Kirby Superstar on the Dream Collection. Kirby's Dream Collection, 20th anniversary, I believe. Not 25th, right? Must be 20th. 25th. Not quite yet, Mr. Kirby. Soon, though. Soon enough. But anyway, I'm picking up right where we left off. It was a nice ending spot. Hopefully I'm going to finish the Great Cave Offensive in this video. The next bit of treasures are another instance where you're going to need a helper to get them. And you're going to need a couple different powers to do it. This part here, though, is just annoying. If you have someone playing with you, they can just run ahead, because the helper can't grab the sleep statues. But in here, there's a little Earthbound reference, some Mr. Saturn. Yeah, Mr. Saturn's just chilling in a treasure chest, because, I don't know, he don't care about nothing. There goes our yo-yo, and we're asleep. Yeah, it's hard to avoid on the way back, I don't know. I'm never really good at that. Anyway, one of the powers we're going to need is the stone power. Do we need that right now? Probably not. We're going to need this actually for us. You need to be stone, not the helper. The helper can be a number of other powers. I recommend one. You'll see later. It's coming up, it's easy to get. Anyway, up here, I think to the right? No, okay, it's the left side. Wow, been a while. Guess if I was speedrunning, I would have lost some time right there. But we got the armor. Just the expensive armor just chilling in the side of this treasure chest here. How are we doing on the treasures here? 39. Okay, so we're about to get number 40 then. Let that go by. In here is a bunch of health items and one of the other treasures. Probably one of the funnier treasures in the game, if not the funniest treasure. But there's food in there, but there's like a maximum tomato like right there, so I don't really know the point. But yeah, maybe the funniest treasure in the game is treasure box inside of a treasure box. Kind of funny. Maybe it's just like a small, not an actual full-size treasure chest, just like a little box. Maybe it's got some like jewelry in it, maybe some gems, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing, maybe that box is worth a lot. Anyway, this treasure here is definitely one of the hardest ones to get and survive. It's not worth a lot. Mannequins only got 3,000, which doesn't really matter in this game. How much it's worth doesn't have any impact. It would be cool if it did. But it's hard to grab that and get in the treasure, and get back in the doorway so you don't die at the same time. Very tough to do. Oh, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Turbo Stone. Yeah, you can run into someone and press Y. You don't move a whole lot, but you can do some damage while running with stone. Okay, so there's Ninja, Wing, and Plasma. Any of these powers would be decent for what you're about to do. You're gonna need stone power to get through this part here. There's a door, like, there's a boss coming up, but we're gonna go this way first. I recommend stone, and I recommend stone, obviously, you need stone, but I recommend Plasma. And I recommend this for your helper. Make sure your helper stays alive, too. Alright, so we're gonna make our little Plasma buddy, and now we're gonna go get stone back. You can also do it with Wing and with Ninja. What that is, you'll see coming up here. Alright, I gotta hope I don't die, let alone my helper. But anyway, we need to go grab stone, which is right back in this room here. I can't remember where. I'm just gonna kind of fall down here and kind of just inhale. There we go. Yeah, we'll grab this donut here that was here. Kind of hurt. Share with my Plasma Whips buddy. That can't be good for Kirby, but considering all the other stuff he eats, I'm pretty sure he's cool with that. Anyway, okay, so we can take out this guy, run into him with stone. And once you, okay, you have to hold on to stone. Unfortunately, for a little bit, you can't go dismissing of your helper yet, unless you really like using the helper. I don't really, though. So you gotta use stone to get through here. You can get back without anything. They're nice like that. Alright, you gotta hold on to stone, you gotta run across this bridge. Eventually this bridge here starts disappearing here. So you gotta be careful. Don't use stone here, you'll go right through it. It can be really annoying. Okay, I'm getting hurt by everything here. But the reason you need to be stone, not only to get in here, but to get a treasure, because this has a little current that brings you up. So you need to use Kirby, or if you're playing with a buddy, you could have him as Rocky. He'd have to go down, but then Kirby would have to kind of like follow him so he didn't get off-screened. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to make sure we get Plasma now. Okay. This is the best way I find to do this if you're playing by yourself. If you're playing with a buddy, you can keep stone, and he can either use the ninja or wing power. But if you're playing on your own, I would recommend plasma. Or he could get plasma. It wouldn't really matter. Or she, depending if you're playing with a girl. I often played this with my sister a long time ago, so that would have been the case. Basically, so you see here, there's a thing you have to cut, and stone, and a stake. So you need either hammer or stone, and you need cutter, sword, wing, or ninja to cut this. So you can do that, or you can just use plasma and just fire this and hit the bomb there. That's way easier, in my opinion. And this kind of area is pretty cool. You use the mirror to deflect the beam back. Because you get the, what do we get in the previous room? The crown? So we get the cape. We get the king's crown and the cape. I think it's just called the gold crown. I think. Yeah. So now we have to head back. If for whatever reason you're doing this in a different order than I would recommend, which is this order, so why would you do this in another order? I don't know. There's actually a shortcut leading out of this place, but the thing about, unlike the other shortcut we found, you actually can't go back through it. It's a one-way trip. So I'll show that off. It's in this, back in this room here. Man, this place is very, very confusing. I would not want to be the king of this castle, man. But anyway, if you go through there, that will take you back to the outside of the castle, but you can't go back through it. So I wouldn't recommend going that way. Anyway, I think we could just do this. Yeah, we're good. Mirror's pretty awesome, so we got nothing to fear here. We'll use it for a bit. I haven't really used mirror too much. I was thinking about using wing for the next boss. I feel like we might have used wing on a boss already. I don't think we have. Yeah, let's use wing. Why not? Wing is cool. The dive bomb attacks can do big damage. The feather gun's pretty useless. But here is Chameleon be trippin'. Also known as Gamelio Arm. But me and Griff called him Chameleon be trippin'. I can't remember why. I think we'd named the video that. And then that just kind of became the name of this guy. And he's purple for some reason. Every time we fought him, he was orange, which was really funny. So I don't know if he'll be orange around this time after I knock him out of here. No, he's still kind of pinkish purple. Kind of hard to tell on my TV. It might actually be pink. Yeah, it's probably pink. Anyway, he's very simple. He has a unique power. I showed it off on Heavy Lobster, I think. The paint power. But you can also use that to him, and when he's camouflaged, you can use the paint power, and it'll make him visible again, and it'll change his color. But anyway, there's two little side rooms in here. This one is pretty easy. Well, okay, this one's kind of annoying, actually. What you have to do is you have to hit the switch, and then you gotta make your way up as fast as you can to this door, because it will close. Not too hard to do. You'll get the model ship. Look at that. That's an expensive model ship right there. 8,000. Well, 800,000, but as I said before, it's kind of worth the same amount. 1G is like 1 cent, so $8,000. And then the next room, you can use... Okay, this dive bomb here. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Look how far we'd have to fall. That wing power made that a whole lot easier. But over in this room here, we saw candles. There's actually candles in this room too, which you can light with either the jet power, which is right there. Okay, so I'm not going to light it with jet power. Okay, let's get it back here. Jet. And what the jet power can do in here, now that we can see, you can actually see the hidden door. Which you don't really need. You don't actually have to light the candle. If you know where the door is, you can just go in it. But there's the sun ring, also worth 800,000 G. Easy enough to get. Yeah, I think we're going to finish up the Great Cave Offensive in this video, because if you can believe it, we actually just got the last treasure of the castle, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we got all the treasures of the castle. I know that because I know what this treasure is, and I know it's in the next area, so... I don't know the point of us doing that, so I'll go back here. But yeah, we're just going to go up to the top here, and this top here is another one-way shortcut out of the castle. The other one, it'll take you out like right here, I believe. I'm not mistaken. But you can't go back in there, which is kind of stupid. Looks like you could. But of course, it would eliminate the whole, the whole, like, using all the different powers to get in there and stuff. It'd make that way too easy. So, it's something, right? Anyway, we're done with this castle part. This is the hardest part of the Great Cave Offensive, by far. Let's get out of here. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna finish the Great Cave Offensive. This next part can be lengthy too. It's just one part that's kind of a monster, kind of overshadows the rest. Having Jet's actually pretty useful. Wouldn't have mattered because there's actually copy abilities that we'll be able to get gotten Jet, but it's very useful for getting the most expensive treasure in Great Cave Offensive. Now here, there's actually 2 switches piled on top of each other. By hitting the first one, it'll cause the door to open. Hitting the second one will cause a whole bunch of monsters to come out. It's possible to hit one. Let me see if I can do it. No, I didn't do it. An easy way to do it, though, is, okay, if I didn't have Jet, yeah, I'll show it off. I'll get rid of Jet. I can get it back here in a second anyway. Here's winter time. There's a bunch of enemies in here. Yeah, I'll show this off. Oh, okay, I hit the wrong button here. Keep thinking I hit the minus on the Wii remote to get rid of it. An easy way to do that is if you just use the inhale and just kind of come down. Boom. See, there's the second switch right there. Of course, I hit it with the Jet. Whoops. Oh, well. But yeah, like I said, there's copy statues right here. I don't know if you can use Wing or Ninja to attempt this. I always use Jet to do it. You just do that. That's a lot harder than it looks, I'll be honest. You might take a few tries getting that, but there's the katana, the most expensive treasure of the Great Cave Offensive. There's a crash power. I'm gonna take him out, just cause. And Ninja guy here, I'm going to... Okay, I want to use the maximum rocket or whatever it's called. Anyway, here's a save point. I just found one of these, right? And there's another one. There's 4 areas in the Great Cave Offensive. This is the 4th one. Looks very similar to Area 2. It's got the 3 doors. The left and right doors are the side areas, whereas the middle door will take you where you want to go. The very secret treasure right here. Definitely one of the harder ones if you're not paying attention. You'll notice that this platform has a waterfall coming out of it. If you press down, you can actually go through it. This is very hard to find. I wouldn't doubt someone not being able to find this for a while. Because like, sure, there's only one water there, but, like, who would think to press down like that, right? Okay, so there's 3 cannons. This first one's a dud. It's gonna hurt you, I think, actually. Now, this one that you light will take us to a little side room. It's only got 1 treasure in it, so we'll take care of this first. In here, you're not going to want to hit this bottom bomb, you're going to want to hit every other bomb. And then this treasure will fall down right into here. And inside, we got the Xmas tree, just in time for Christmas. That's next month, so that's appropriate. I'm recording this anyway, but yeah, if you hit this, then the treasure would fall. So don't do that. This last one here, this bomb here, you can get this with Jet. If you just time a Jet jump real easy like that. You have to do that so that the fuse can actually be lit for this cannon. Speaking of Christmas, not everyone who's watching might not celebrate Christmas, but this is kind of related. I just did a BOTemzUp podcast, new one, episode 21. With my good buddies, Blue Blazing Demon and TM Sonic 1228. And if you want to check that out, that'd be great. We talk about Christmas in it a little bit. I think you want to hit the one on the right here. Yeah. But in here we got Kong's Barrel. Look at that. Direct reference to Donkey Kong Country right there. Nice. But yeah, if you want to go check that out, I'd appreciate it. We'd all appreciate it. Go check out the website too, which is free to join. There's a little... I know I'm kind of plugged in. It's kind of weird. I don't really do this stuff. But I really like the podcast. It's a lot of fun. We hadn't podcasted in about 5 months. I was actually thinking of doing my own podcast, so I'm kind of glad we came back to this. So I would have ended up plugging that if I had done that. So it's not. Just go check it out, please. The podcast is actually going to be now on YouTube now. You can download it. There'll be links, but just follow the description. It'll help you listen to it, and I hope you enjoy. I really do. Put a lot of effort into it. Well, put some effort into it.